Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to go over my recipe that I use to make my steamed cabbage, or you can say sauté cabbage. All you need is some natural ingredients. You want to go ahead and prep your carrot and your cabbage, as well as your seasoning, which are your onions and half an onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and you can use your chili pepper or any Scotch bonnet pepper you want, as well as a thumb of ginger, and you get those all chopped up, and some tomato, 1 small tomato. Once you have all that prepared, you can get all your seasoning out. You can use fresh thyme or dry thyme, a teaspoon or 2 of vinegar, some sea salt, Italian seasoning, spoon of chili powder or paprika if you have that, or you could use black pepper. I use for flavor the vegetarian bouillon. You can definitely use your Maggi if that's what you use, or something that's no MSG. I think that's preferred. Or if you don't have any, just use plain sea salt, and just flavor to taste with all the fresh ginger and garlic. So we're going to go ahead and start. We put some pot on the stove. Once it's hot, you go ahead and put half a cup of water in there, and just swish that around, and put like 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or you can use your eyes to measure. I don't use a lot of oils, and I don't use butter in this ingredient, so I want to keep it healthy. You also don't need the oil, but I like to put a little bit of the olive oil and mix it to incorporate. I don't burn the olive oil off. And then once I have put those together and mix it together so the oil won't splash. It's very important, otherwise it'll be splattering everywhere. And once you put that together, then you can incorporate for like a minute. Just keep mixing it a little bit together. Once that is incorporated, we're going to add our sea salt in there, just a teaspoon of sea salt, or you could adjust to your taste or your flavor, how you would like it. Then I go ahead and add my diced tomatoes in here, and we're going to mix that as well. So the sea salt can really help to break down the acidity within the tomato and to add the flavor together. Now we add our Italian seasoning. You just need a teaspoon. And of course the bouillon, the vegetarian bouillon here, or whatever flavor you're going to use. I like the bouillon because of the flavor it gives. Then we can add dry thyme in here. In this case, I'm adding dry thyme, but I did go and get some fresh thyme for later. This is just the dry to just make the seasoning come together more and the flavors more rich. Once that's ready, go ahead and put my carrot in there and my cabbage, and we're just going to incorporate all of that and mix it around. Just make sure all the sauce, everything gets in it. It's not too wet. It's not too much water in there. And then we're going to go ahead and add the vinegar, like a tablespoon of vinegar, some chili pepper, or you can put paprika if you would like. It's really up to your flavor. You flavor it the way you would like. Once that is done, I start and cover it up. And then I'm just going to run to the garden and get some African bird pepper. You could use Scotch bonnet pepper. I have this in the garden, so I'm using it, as well as some fresh cut parsley. And I am going to get fresh cut thyme, since I did have to come to the garden anyway, which is just great to have this garden that hubby plants up, and he's expanding on that. So it's just really convenient and fresh, and we know what we're putting in. And this just saves us at the grocery store. We also have some fresh scallion or green onions that I'm going to just take a stalk of that to bring with me while I'm here to add to our pot. And as I come back, I washed it, and then I just take them and I just use my cooking scissor, and I just dice them into the pot while it's there. At this point, the stove is on low heat. It's on low to medium. So you don't want to keep this high. You want to make sure it's steamed. So you just cover it slowly so it gets slowly cooked with all the flavors in it. You mix all of that up together, and then you can taste it to see if it's to your liking. And if it's not, you add and adjust. But this is what I did, and it came out absolutely delicious. A little bit on the spicy side, which I love. Pairs so great with rice. We only use the basmati rice, so I'll give a different video on how we make our basmati rice to make sure it's full of nutrient and pretty healthy for us. And I go ahead and I just stood in a mason jar with my rice. I put some spinach on the bottom, on the top of it, and then I just put my cabbage and my basmati rice, and I had some leftover curry sauce that we had made, so I just put that all together, and then I pour it out in my container and bring my little stuff, and the kids and I just hang out in the park while they play, and I get to do some work, and I get to enjoy my lunch, and we all have a great time out in nature and enjoy this beautiful day and this delicious food. This is the pepper. So good. This is so delicious.
Always eat the food that your mom gives you. Always eat the food that your mom gives you.
Good. Guys, hope you enjoy. Let us know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help and let you know anything that you need regarding this dish. And if you do try it, let us know and leave a comment below. It's very good. Have a blessed one.